Hey, this is part two of me going through my treasure box. I think I named the first video learning minimalism and going through my treasure box. I'm cat sitting, and one of the kitties needed some space to himself, so he might be crying about that a little bit. Sorry, buddy. Ready to come out? He needed a little bit of private time. Okay, it's okay, buddy. Hey, it's all right. All right, so maybe we'll have a kitty come through. So I was working my way through this little box. I'm going to talk more about some of the items in here. This is my pin for the John Philip Sousa Award and for Sterling Scholar. I have plaques where I'm going to talk about those more. So I was just kind of finishing up with going through this little box. This is like a little hair thing. You'd put your ponytail through that and then squeeze it like this, and it held your ponytail in. I remember playing with it at my aunt's house growing up. And then I just always used it as a crown for my Barbie dolls, and it just ended up in here. Along with all the plastic horses I was really into a brand called Littlest Pet Shop, and I had tons of these teeny little animals. This is a little kitten from a set. It was like 6 kittens and a mommy, and they came with a little bed, and I just had a box of these. But this guy was like my favorite because his limbs are kind of all over the place. You see he's like reaching up instead of being, most of the others are like little round balls with their cute little heads. Anyway, so love this guy. I left all the others at my mom's house, and she gets them out for grandkids periodically. I don't know if every high school had this, but we had something called lettering. So you could get these little pins by accomplishing certain things. Like I did a certain number of theater things, so I could letter in theater. I don't know. I still have my Letterman's jacket. I don't know if it's a thing anymore. But yeah. Oh, so I did do Drum Corps, DCI, Drum Corps International one year. This is the medal we got for a group piece. I was in the pit, I was in the front ensemble on vibraphone, and we played a really cool arrangement of Hungarian Rhapsody No. 2 Liszt, and we got this award. And then I was with BK, Blue Knights, 2007, and we made it to finals, so we all got this one. I don't know that we placed. I can't remember. I don't think we placed like top 3 or anything like that. I think we were like 10 or something. So I didn't really like girls' camp, as it was done by the church, because to me it wasn't real camping. I grew up with my family like backpacking, so the fact that there were porta potties and food trucks and stuff, I was like, this isn't real camping. So I kind of had a poor attitude, but I liked that they gave me this cool box because I could keep all those things in it. And then of course everything is like so carefully, it has to be put away so carefully so that it all fits. I'll do that in a second. Okay. I got this for a photograph that I took in high school. I submitted it to the UNT County Fair. It looks like it got chewed on by a cat or something. Yeah, best of show in home arts and crafts, probably in my age division. So it was just a photo I took of like a tutu and some ballet shoes. I just threw them on the bed and made like this composition, and then made a black and white, and I got this thing for it. I still have the photo. It's just up on my wall. I can't, like, way up. Like, I can't go grab it for you. Sorry. I have a bunch of those little things like that. Those little awards for just whatever, you know. I don't feel like I have very many that I think I got rid of all the awards that were like, everyone gets an award. I think I got rid of those because they didn't mean anything. This one, Reflections, winner, music. One of the years I did Reflections that I remember, I wrote a little piece of music, and I guess this is one of those years. I don't remember. That says 97, 98. First Premium Home Arts and Crafts. I don't even remember what this is for, but this is again is UNT County Fair, so probably in my age group. I drew a picture and it looked nice. I don't know. Standards are probably a lot higher now than they were. First place, Regional History Fair. This was cool. I did History of Ballet. I was the most knowledgeable person about ballet, so I could just jabber about it, and it was fine. So I had a really good time at my school doing it, and then at the regional. But then when I got to state, I came to Salt Lake City, and something happened to my music, so I had a hard time getting my music going. So in the meantime, they tried to ask me questions, and I was like, well, I don't want to talk about that until after I dance it, or and so they like gave me a super low score. After at regionals, everyone was like, oh, you know so much about ballet. I'd probably read like 4 books, but that was more than anyone else in Vernal, Utah had read about ballet. So, and also my ballet teacher did a really good job educating us on stuff. I'll get to that with another thing in here. Reflections, music. I probably wrote a song and played it. I don't know. So, I mean, maybe these don't mean anything either. That's kind of what I'm going through this for, is like, do these things that I've kept in my treasure box for some of them 25 years, do they mean anything anymore, or should I just get rid of them? But yeah, it's just like, I don't know what these mean anymore. Okay. So I don't know if Sterling Scholar is a thing outside of Utah, but I want it for music. The kind of sad thing about this is I was so much more concerned about winning the award than I was about participating and I don't know, like doing, like, I don't know. I was way too worried about getting the award. And it was a relief that I got it. Oh, I would have been so crushed if I hadn't. I put way too much emphasis in wanting, sorry, I have cats wandering around, in wanting to have this award. So as cool as this is, as hard as I worked for it, it's like, okay, I won this award. And I have a little corresponding pin that goes with it too. So put that down. So this one actually is way more special to me. When I started ballet, I didn't really get it. I didn't really care. See, there's a little ballet dancer on it. It's okay, buddy. You're okay. Yeah, hello kitties right there. So, oh, 1 second. Hey, I'm finishing up my video. I'm sorry, Albert.
It's fine.
Okay. At least I'm out of the walkway this time, right? So so I really didn't care about ballet. I didn't understand why it was, I didn't get it. And then I have this memory of one day, a little bit after turning, I think 9, and going, oh, I get it. Okay, I do these exercises. Okay, all right. And she invented this award for me, Most Improved. It's not like she gave this out every year. She made this up for me to kind of thank me for finally getting it. And that meant a lot, that she recognized that my effort, like she recognized that I was suddenly putting an effort in. And it was, so this one is a lot more special than this other one that I was talking about. That was like, okay, I worked really hard, I got it, and I would have been so crushed if I hadn't. So yeah, this one is really special. Okay. This one's kind of similar. This is the John Philip Sousa Award. If you do anything with music and public education, this is for band kids. And that kitty really likes you. He's been having a good day.
Are the girls upstairs?
No, there's one there and one there.
Oh, why is this door closed then?
Because the other kitty needed some alone time.
Oh.
Okay. So this is an award where it was kind of like, if I don't get it, I'm going to be crushed. And that kind of made it not mean as much. I really appreciate it. You know, I love the teacher who gave this to me. We've stayed really good friends. But it was kind of like, oh, of course you're going to get it. You've been like telling me basically that you want it for the last 3 years. So, hey, buddy, it's okay. So I don't know. Yeah, this is special, but I kind of feel like I almost demanded it with my actions instead of just enjoying doing music. And, oh, here, by the way, here's an award for doing it well. So this is from earlier. This is from elementary school. Naples, that was my elementary school. Expert Fair, first place. My cousin and I won first place. I don't remember what his subject was. The kitty is really close to my camera stand. Hey, buddy, don't knock that over. And what happened here was, like I would later do with that other award, I just talked about ballet. The judges came by and I had a little kind of diorama set up. I had a ballerina who was not ready for class. Her hair was messy. She was in sweatpants. And a ballerina with her hair all done perfectly and she was ready for class. but I talked about point shoes and etiquette and technique and my teacher and how to be in a show and no. And this award meant, well, I mean, like it's a good memory because I wasn't looking for the award. I was actually passionate about the subject and I just talked and talked and talked, kind of like I'm doing right now. Just talked and talked and talked about it. So, yeah, so this is a little bit more special. Almost there. Oh, this is just another music thing. Reflections. I really don't remember. I really only remember the one time that I wrote a song and played it. It wasn't a song because no one was singing. I just wrote a piece of music. I can still play it. Da, na, 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 na. Anyway, so this, like, I don't remember what this is for. I don't remember what I did. They gave me an award for it. I don't know. In some ways, music was so easy for me until I got to college and had to learn how to actually practice. This is a book of compositions. I don't have these anywhere else. The program that I wrote these on, the music notation program, is like defunct. So I have to sit down and like write these out. But I wrote pieces for full concert band. This was really good exercise for me in high school. And I just did it because I wanted to. My teacher was very indulgent. He let us play through a couple of things. This one ended up being like stupid hard because I didn't know what different instruments needed. Just like weird rhythms that you couldn't expect high school kids to perform well. So, but he was really encouraging, really helpful to let me do that. And then these are just some sketches. Look at my beautiful notation. I worked so hard on my musical handwriting. That served me well in college. I didn't have to learn how to draw notes in college. So, yeah. These are just memories. I don't think they're any good. Maybe someday I'll play through them and see if there's anything, can I rearrange them and use them for something? But yeah, it's just some musical memories, I guess. Okay, almost there. Books. I read this in 5th grade and it touched me very, very deeply. It's a Newbery Honor book, just about kind of losing childhood a little bit. She has this amazing relationship with a goose, and then as she gets older, it kind of fades away and just becomes like a fantasy that she made up, but it's taken very seriously at the beginning. Lovely book. This is one of those, though, where I got in trouble for reading ahead because we would read down the rows of kids, and I'd be on like chapter 6, and they'd be on page 4, and I'd get in trouble because I wasn't paying attention. I want to actually read the book. So, a friend of mine suggested this in high school. Just a little fantasy piece. Summers. Hey, kitty. Yep, you're going to keep knocking that over, aren't you? Summers at Castle Auburn. Yeah, just a nice book. Nice, good read. Good for kids. He walked over there. I love this book. And I hate the movie. I think most people do. So, and then this is just a copy that I read when I was in high school. And, they just get you at a certain time in your life and you go, oh, yeah, that's me. So, yeah, this is another good one. I got to perform in The Miracle Worker. This was my first experience on stage acting. I had 2 lines, but it taught me how to be backstage, how to prepare, how to get in a costume, how to be ready for my scene, how to bow graciously. And then, of course, since it's The Miracle Worker, we all learned, I only know ABC, but we all learned the alphabet. Okay, balance shoe. This is about a little girl who joins the band in junior high, like me. This is not a great book, but it's set in the 1950s, but it just echoed my own experience. Going to band, working hard, trying to, I don't know, our uniforms didn't look that bad. I played percussion though, and her name is Sandy, and my name is Sarah, and she's blonde. So this was just, I don't know, it just documents her first year in band, and it was so similar to mine. I just went, oh. So when the school library was getting rid of this one, I just picked it up. So I love cats, and I love fantasy, and this book is about cats with wings, and it's kind of cool, cute, Has some pretty, I don't know, the kitty pictures. Some nice art in it. Those are cats flying away. Just so you'd imagine cats would fly with their legs all spread out. Probably not very graceful. This is about a girl who's a dancer. She's trying to reconcile her dancing with kind of her not so great family life, and she kind of randomly ends up friends with some people, and they first of all like don't really care about each other, but then they, I don't know. This also is not a fabulous book. One of the main characters' names changes halfway through, so I don't think it was edited well, but she's passionate about dance, and that really touched me when I was 12 or 13, so I really like this one. Mary Alexander Walker, I don't even know if she wrote anything else. It's called Maggot, but you know, it's about a dancer. I think that ends up being her nickname for a little while. And you don't learn anyone's real name till the end of the book, because they all give each other, except for the main character, or one of the main characters starts out his name is Josh, and then halfway through it changes to like Jacob or something. But they all keep nicknames till the end of the book. This is another kind of high school band story. These two are in band together. She really likes him, but he comes from an abusive household, and like the background to all of it is their new band directors trying to get them to win this competition, and just a bunch of drama and cool stuff that goes on with this one. My high school band director actually suggested this to me, so I picked it up and read it, and really liked it. So there it is. They played the finale to Shostakovich's Fifth. I don't think that instrumentation works for high school band, but I'm gonna let that slide for fiction's sake. This is an older copy of the LDS hymn book. I like this one because it still has the song "Come the Fount of Every Blessing." That did not make it into the version put out in the 80s. Or when the green hymn book, "Come the Fount of Every Blessing" is not in the green hymn book. It's on page 72 in this hymn book. And that's kind of the only reason I have this, because it's not old enough or in good enough shape to really be worth anything, but that's why I have this one. All right, this pile right here. I got so into Barbie dolls. So like I said, I know now that Pocahontas as a Disney movie is very weak, but that movie caught me. And this was another dolly. Like you can see her hair's all matted up here. Paint's almost gone on her face. Like she basically doesn't have eyebrows. But I carried this doll around everywhere, played with her in the water. We had like a little field out behind the house, and she would camp and run around in the field, and so this Barbie in particular was really special to me. Got some construction going on up there, and this video is almost over. So that kind of led me to get a little bit obsessed with all the Disney dollies. This one is actually special, not because of the film, but because of what I made this toy into. The stories I told myself with this particular piece of plastic. So not necessarily the movie, but the actual toy itself. I was also heavily influenced by Ariel, because she came out when I was like 3, and there she is. And then here's the thing, I just decided every Disney princess was special, and maybe they're not. Some of their clothes are mismatched. This is Esmeralda wearing Megara's dress. I was just having fun today. So everyone's outfits got all messed around. So, like, here's the thing. This is another one. I played with this particular doll a lot. She has a lot of stories. There's another kitty cat. She has a lot of stories that go with her, just from my own head, nothing to do with the movie. So she's special. But then, like this one, here's the actual Megara. At this point, I was just collecting dolls. So she doesn't really mean that much to me. She didn't have, like, background and stories and stuff like that. So, wow, construction. So I think I need to go and be done. I'm going to go ahead and move into another room.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll move.
No. Keep doing your thing. I'll stop.
Okay. This is one of those totally thrown together videos, just so you know. Yeah, I just have piles of these. And especially when it comes to these Barbies, what's special and what isn't? What's a treasure and what isn't? And I get that they're just hunks of plastic that were marketed to me. They're really not anything personal and special. I know, buddy, it's almost dinner time. But yeah, I just have to, she doesn't have a top on. Sorry. There, this one's dressed. And it's not like I want to keep these around for my daughters because their own toys are going to come out, and I don't want to overwhelm them by letting them have too many toys. That's a thing. So I don't know. My Barbies are a thing where it's like, do we keep these or not? What do they really mean to me? And I know they're not going to mean much to anyone else later. Okay, that is that. It's going to take me a minute to kind of, if you can see, like repack all this stuff into this box. But thanks for watching this very self-indulgent set of videos. Let me know if you're trying any minimalizing, getting rid of stuff, or rediscovering something that was really special to you. Yeah, so it's just kind of a journal thing. I'll have more stuff on fasting and ballet coming up. I especially have more ballet book reviews coming. I've got a whole stack over there. Ballet book reviews, ballet books that I'm going to read. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.